Smooth segue.
So the bucket spoke.
How do you handle anxiety?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't be fussing about stuff. Let's see. I know we gotta bring it all the way.
Let's argue with him, man.
All right. So how do I handle anxiety? We had the question before? Had something similar?
We spoke about.
Oh, okay.
But not.
Oh, how do we maintain our peace? That's what it was. Okay, so how do I handle anxiety? I really just I try and put things in perspective, and I just pray, man. That's my biggest thing. Prayer, and just trying to keep it in perspective. So that's the bulk of it.
Have you dealt with like a bad anxiety? Like at any point have you ever had like that problem?
See, I get nervous and stuff, but I don't really ever feel like I'm just out of control where I can't do anything about it. So I normally just like I said, I normally just pray and I just try and get some sleep at night. Like I had a manager one time tell me that he was like, you ain't gonna be able to solve no problem up all night stressing about it. So he just like, you might well get a good night's rest and we'll come back tomorrow and try and figure it out. So, but yeah, that'd be the bulk of my anxiety type stuff.
Yeah, I feel it.
So how about you? How do you deal with anxiety? And then do you got any special insight for people in that area?
Well, see, one of the things that's something I always had a problem with like my anxiety, and so it went to one thing I learned is don't hold everything in. You know what I mean? Like, cause what you do is you hold a bunch of stuff in for so long, it gotta get released somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like you don't know why you going crazy inside. You don't know why you having butterflies in your stomach. You don't know why you having heart palpitations, why you getting nauseous, getting dizzy. You know what I mean? Lightheaded. You don't know why all this stuff happening, and it be the whole time because you just so anxious. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So like, and it went to this year till I quit like having like panic attacks and stuff like that. It went to this year. So like, I had my first one when I was young, like, but like I hid the jump for so long, nobody knew I had nothing going on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, but it got so bad to where it was like, man, I gotta start talking to folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't talk to a bunch of folks about it. I just picked, whoever I knew I could talk to, and then my bed not be everywhere. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I understand that.
Find you somebody you can trust. You know what I mean? Because if you're having a panic attack, if you can't calm yourself down, at least have somebody you can call or who around you. You know what I'm saying? Come around. Yeah. There's been times where I've called people like person or whatever. They literally come pick me up.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm going. Yeah. I mean, like I'm going off the rails or whatever. Like you know what I mean. So somebody got to come. And so I just learned to like avoid my triggers, like, you know what I mean, figure out the stuff that started causing it and avoid that stuff in the future. You know what I mean? And then like if you feel like you've been like under a lot of pressure, like you gotta get something done or people want you to do stuff or this, that, the third, here's the order of pleasing things to me. Like this is how I do stuff. I gotta please God. Then I gotta make sure I'm happy, which I'm be happy if I'm pleasing God. But I please God, then do things that I want to do, and then whatever else. That's last. So like, if you feel like you've been pressured by people and that's applying a lot of problems to you, you can start making folk like if you gotta do what you gotta do and then make no folk mad or whatever. Yeah. Let the people be mad. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta protect your mind. Yeah. Cause what you'll realize is can't nobody do nothing for you when you losing your mind. Sure. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Like can't nobody save me if I'm off the rails. You dig what I'm saying? Cause I know can't nobody save me when I'm off the rails. I've been off the rails. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, well, at the end of the day, if I gotta have you be mad, and then like, well, I'm still alright, I'm straight. Yeah. That's what it got to be. It ain't like I do stuff to make somebody mad.
Yeah. Like you said, you take like, self-care.
You gotta protect, you know what I'm saying? Like I know the small stuff can trigger me. And like if I get triggered, you dig what I'm saying? It's what you call it?
Down spiral.
Yeah, it's like it can become like it can be that slope. Like it go lead to this, lead to that. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So can't nobody save you from that. So I just learned to I mean, avoid my triggers. Figure out the stuff that caused it. Talk to people. I mean, keep your energy like centered. Stay calm. Like take deep breaths. You know what I mean. Take time to yourself. Clear your head. Whatever it is you like to do that help you not think too much, do that. Like stay occupied.
Yeah.
If you gotta stay occupied, just stay occupied. You know what I mean? I don't care if you gotta play the game these days. You get done playing the game, you feel like you get nervous or something, but like, shoot.
Go for it.
Go get some ice cream. Go do something.
Yeah.
Don't give yourself too much time to sit and think on stuff that you know worry. Cause worrying don't help you know where you just go crazy.
So you said you had them when you were younger.
I started having them.
Yeah, you started having when you were younger. How would you? Let's say a kid watching this show.
Mm-hmm.
How would you tell them? I know you were just describing some of those things. Is that some of the same things you would tell a kid, or?
Yeah, I mean,
or should they seek help at an earlier age?
I really feel like, cause here's the thing, like the few times I even try to talk to somebody about stuff, like when I was like,
yeah, and be honest,
people don't even be understanding like what
it's
it
new
is.
to our, especially like we black men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mental health is something new to our culture anyway. So I do think nowadays, if we talking to kids nowadays, we'll be like, oh, okay, let's try and treat this better. Where when we were growing up, man, you gotta be a man. Like, you gotta be a man. Like, what you talking about? So,
like folks will think, because people be, like, say if it's a kid, 13, 14, 15, you know, around them ages, there's a lot of stuff going on anyway that the parents don't even know about. Because, like, they leave the house 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, whatever, because on the bus and in the car, whatever. Yeah. Then that time period, you don't know what these kids dealing with. Yeah. And so parents be, like, I feel like sometimes people think that they be like, the kid be like, I'm depressed or I'm sad or I'm anxious or this. The parent be like, man, you just worry about schoolwork. That is school. Yeah. You don't really know. Yeah. You don't really know what it is and how much it done happened and how it done built up to the point. You know what I mean? So like, I would try to really, I would just try to listen to the kids, see what they have to say, and see where they at. You know what I mean? And then, like, I don't think therapy is a bad option. Like, if you got to talk, if you don't have nobody you can talk to, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have nobody who can understand you, just find you trustworthy. Find somebody to talk to. Get you a journal. Like, even if you need one of those guided journals, if you don't know how to write, they have those journals with. They ask you different questions about how you feeling today and what it try to make you think about good times and all that type of stuff. You know, get you one of them. You know what I mean? Learn how to learn outlets for your stuff. You get what I'm saying? And don't think that it's forever. Like, don't think whatever you feel is forever. Cause what I have you like, man, this junk ain't gonna never end, and then they'll take you off of another, which we can discuss another time. But it'll take you to a even darker place. You don't want to deal with all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like. Cause anxiety will fool you into thinking. It'll fool you into thinking like you depressed or you angry, you know what I mean, or like you alone and all that other stuff. Like it'll just fool you on all these different levels. But it's like really a lot of times because you don't have control over something, and when you feel like stuff get out your control, or you can't do nothing about it, that's when you get. Cause like I can't stop this. Yeah. But you also can't save yourself, so. You might well calm down.
You can't do can't do nothing good for it. You can't do nothing bad for it. So
so I kind of just learned to like everything is what it is. Like I always been pretty nonchalant, but at the same time, like I was the only reason I not cared about stuff so much was because I cared about stuff too much. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it got to you that.
You know what I mean? So it's just like forget it, and so like you gotta learn how to realize that everything is what it is. What's meant to be will be. What shouldn't be won't be, and then like some stuff you just have to deal with, like some stuff you just have to face in your life. Yeah. So don't get too in your head about that. You know what I mean? Just live your life. You know what I mean? Pray to God, talk to God, and like just keep going forward. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everything play out like it's supposed to.
Yeah. That's true. I know. Like I've been in places. I guess I never dealt like with the crazy anxiety like to have it, but I've been in like I guess just going through like a dark place in life. I've been to that point, and it just be like, man, what you feeling like? Oh man, this might not ever end, or this might. Cause I kind of got to it. I went through like a suicidal type situation when I was like maybe 16, 17, where I was just like, man, I can handle, because being a Christian, automatically you think suicide. You like, man, I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
So I'm already like, man, I just got to a point in my mind. I was like, it wouldn't be, probably wouldn't be that bad. Like real talk, I'm saying like, but in your mind, like, cause you said like, it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, so and 16, 17-year-old not really realizing the eternity. That was. I didn't get that concept for a while, and then you think about like, man, eternity. Hold on, that's
forever.
Yeah, forever. Like no, that's forever. So, but no, like I went through that situation, and then now that I'm older and I look back, I'm like, oh, I probably realistically, I probably went through that because the person close to me had died. Like that's really what kind of might have triggered that episode, and I was like, man, at that time, I never even would have put that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm straight. I got a little sad because the person passed, but that's over with. What you talking about? But I do think, like he was saying earlier, like I'm talking about triggers and learning to recognize your trigger, learning to like pinpoint, okay, because you might blow up on a person right here, and you're just like, hold on, let me pinpoint this back. Oh, okay, that's from my trigger again. So, but nah, man, that's a powerful concept. And like you said, I've like any kids out there definitely. Like you said, find the triggers, get those journals, and then find an adult who you can trust. And you know what's crazy, man? Like me growing up, I grew up very, I would say sheltered. Like I didn't go through a lot of stuff in my life, and the older I get, the more you realize, you hear stories about, man, people really going through some stuff out here. And so I can understand a kid, like, that's why I was saying find an adult you can trust, but some adults have like broken that trust of the kids, and kids don't trust any adults. So that's why you saying like guided journals and stuff like that. Hopefully that can help a child in that situation. So, but man, that was a NBA championship anxiety. Well, this bucket be wild, man. All right, so anything else on that? Or
also there are hotlines you can call.
Suicide Prevention Lifeline 1-800-273-TALK 8255. Get help.